Cal forever here. Just like woke up and was just kind of went and had a glass of water and was just kind of thinking, um, diet. The past week I've been on keto diet and I kind of started with intermittent fasting, but I'm not really doing that as much. I think I'm going to get back to that. I like waiting till at least noon before I eat. But keto diet, if you don't know what it is, YouTube it. There's this guy, Dr. Eric Berg. He's got a lot of good videos talking about that and other health things that is like so important. Our body's so important. It's so important to take care of our body, all aspects of it, like even our teeth. Like I think I might have a cavity, and I need to get my teeth checked out. So all aspects of our body. I'm just lifting up the shade for my crown chakra. But anyways, after being on this diet, it's like I feel skinnier, I look skinnier, and I'm just kind of thinking like, have I lost any weight? And I don't think I've really lost any weight. Maybe a little bit, but I think what it is not eating bread and gluten in particular. Because I was thinking it was just overeating. I don't think it's overeating. I think it's from being inflamed. It's from the inflammation from eating bread. I think that's what it is. It's from eating bread. It's not from or carbs or sugar in general. It might not even be the gluten. It might just be sugar. That might just be what it is. That just might be my issue, and a lot of other people's issues is just sugar. So avoiding sugar is the best thing. You know, of course, the broccoli I eat, some of it has sugar in it. You know, carrots have a crap ton of sugar in it, so I don't eat carrots. But broccoli's, you eat your diet right. Like, YouTube it. But sugar is like the culprit to unhealthiness. And even in this time, I've like had like a little bit of alcohol, which I need to stop. That's the next thing on my list to stop. Um, I've even smoked like a little bit of weed. And the cool thing is about keto, when you are in keto, you don't get the munchies. You don't really get the munchies. And the reason why I like the pot is because it's kind of matriarchal. It's so good for the body though to rest and for the body to like, because it relaxes the body so much. It just allows the energy and probably nutrients to get to all parts of the body. And it helps lower the blood pressure, like, and it's loaded full of other cannabinoids. I take like been taking like CBD, which like that CBD like goes into your intestine and in the neurons in your intestine, like the other CBD receptors, and affects your digestion in beneficial ways with our endocannabinoid system. Like we literally have a cannabinoid system set up in our bodies, and a lot of people's is deficient, and so taking CBD is really good for that, to balance out your endocannabinoid system. So I'm really like looking forward to how the end of this month is going to play out. Um I hope that it really plays out in my favor. I think that it's going to. I just don't think that my situation is going to get any worse with what I'm facing, but I'm hoping to get out of this stagnant period, out of my parents, and just look forward to starting a new life. Kind of what I did 3 years ago when I left, or 2 years ago when I left Nebraska and went to Arizona. I kind of want to do that again and leave on a clean health state, which is what I did before. I was like fasting and like eating pretty much healthy before I left Nebraska 2 or 3 years ago, and kind of stayed with that and stuck with that when I moved to Arizona. So I want to kind of keep that. And I think my hard thing is just being around. Well, that's the thing. people in Arizona, the people I was around, didn't really drink. They smoked pot, and I don't really have an issue with that. So, yeah, Cal forever here. Although it is kind of nice to not be around a bunch of stoners and stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just making journaling my life and the food on my shirt. Right? But maybe some people are like really against weed. Like, honestly, I was completely sober when I moved to Arizona, and I kind of want to get back to that state, but I was like kind of resistant against those people, but also at the same time, it's like that's a distraction. And a lot of times, people that do that aren't really progressing and growing in life in the way that I would want to grow. So it's like that's kind of why I want to. But I don't know. There's so many people that use it for so many different reasons. You know, when I grew up, I had a bunch of wigger friends and a bunch of just like numb nuts, just not ended up not doing any things with their lives and but then there were my hockey friends that smoked pot and why am I talking about pot? That smoked pot and ended up going to college and probably still do it here and there. So people are different. You know, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge and blame someone or whatever just because they do something and then create a false image of who they are as a person, you know? Cal Forever here. Thanks for listening. Do the keto diet. Do intermittent fasting. It's so good for you. It's not as hard as you think. And once you get into it, it's like it's so much easier to eat like that than to do all this stuff to, you know, make so much food. It's like making food takes time. It costs money, right? And not eating as much, you can save that money for healthier food. You can spend that time on going to the farmer's market and finding out better food sources or growing your own food. You know, just a little herb garden in your kitchen. Cal Forever here. Thank you.